it up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
Don't let that team stand in the way. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side, going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Brad Rucker for the touchdown. Kraft shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
We've got a good one tonight. Thank you guys for joining us here on the Buckeye Show. I'm Timmy Hall. Bodie Wells on the update desk. It's a full house. My friend here on a Wednesday. Guess what I say? He's in for DeVere. It's a DeVere Wednesday, typically. He couldn't do it tonight, so what the hell? Tyvis Powell again.
Hello.
My guy.
You know what? I missed you. It's been 24 hours since I've been on these airwaves.
I missed you, too.
I've missed every minute of it.
I gotta tell you, I'm blessed. You ever feel like that?
Just blessed.
Just to be able to work with you and with Boatman back there, Notre Dame things aside, he's great. Man and Bone, the compliments they were just giving to me last segment.
Yeah, I heard it was
just wonderful.
It was a nice
wonderful
little bromance in here.
It was. We don't do that. We don't do that a whole lot.
Give each other compliments?
Give each other compliments.
Well, you know, some people can't handle compliments.
And that's a thing to talk to your therapist about.
I'm one of them.
Well, I'm going to give you some compliments right now.
Don't do that because, see, what happens, this is a thing for real because my coaches realize, like, you got to just tell them the bad. Don't tell them the good. Tell them the bad.
I don't agree with that.
It worked.
I don't agree with that kind of coaching.
It kept me focused. You know?
I definitely agree with the pointing out of the bad.
Luke Fickell was the one that said that you're never supposed to take a compliment to the head and criticism to the heart.
Okay. I think a compliment also should go to your heart. So maybe that's what the phrase.
I'm just telling you what he said.
No, but maybe that's what the phrasing is because Luke Fickell doesn't strike me as a man, as a person that would be against compliments. You know, he strikes me as a good man.
He's a great guy.
Yeah,
great guy.
And I'm gonna compliment the bleep out of you right now. Make you squirm in that chair. I'm gonna make you take it.
It makes me uncomfortable.
You see,
just hear it. Just like when people say good things.
That's a thing, though.
It make me uncomfortable.
Why would you not want to be a good person that could take compliments? Right? You consider yourself to be a good man, right? A good guy.
I try to be.
Yeah, of course you do. And you are. So you should feel some kind of comfort or take some solace in that.
I don't like
that's a good thing.
I don't like when people talking about me. Like
yeah. There's some issues to unpack there. Oh my God. There are. Bodie, do you share in any of those issues? Can you receive a nice compliment and just take it at face value?
I'm kind of with you, Tyvis. I kind of can't stand it.
Wow.
You know, the worst 2 words you can ever tell somebody, Tim,
is good job.
Also,
There's
a pat on the
whiplash.
back is about 6 inches from a slap in the face. I heard Bobby say that one time on Morning Juice. I was like, I was getting out of my silo and I heard him say that, and I was like, that's pretty good, Carp.
Getting out of your silo, huh? Yeah. You guys are perfect. I think you guys are finished products. I don't think there's anywhere else for you to go.
Tim, I might not come in tomorrow with that. You saying that.
Bodie,
I can't get any better.
I like your sass and I like your love of your niche movies and how you can memorize almost all of them from front to back. Tyvis, it's your energy. And it's the first thing I knew about you when you were doing a podcast with Jason on 11 Warriors was the first time that I ever heard you doing anything.
That was a great one.
First time I ever heard you doing anything. And I don't like to pride myself or anything as having some kind of eye for talent of people that can do things in this biz.
As a man of faith.
Right?
There's a drive to deep left.
there we go. And Castellanos with a deep drive. But when I heard just bits and pieces of the first stuff you were doing, it almost sounded like you were smiling. You know, sometimes you can actually hear a person smile.
Yeah.
And then the energy that they bring to whatever they're talking about. It almost doesn't matter what they're talking about. It just matters because you can sort of tell as a listener that it matters that much to that person. And it almost brings you in, whether it's X's and O's or whether it's more of a topical thing. It's like, oh, this guy's really dialed in. Like he really cares about it.
It's very funny that you bring that up because I was, every now and again I scroll the internet. I scroll, And
who doesn't, right?
And I see things.
Doom scrolling.
And I was seeing somebody actually talk about me to where they were saying, like, they were saying how they didn't like the fact that I was a silly, goofy guy. Because
and that you liked because someone was criticizing you, so you were drawn in.
But it was like they said what the exact words was. It's a shame that he is so goofy and laughs a lot because when he actually talks about something, it's very knowledgeable. And when I read that, I laughed because when I see that, it's like how are somebody mad at me because I enjoy my life because I'm happy with my life? How are you mad at me for that? Like,
easy,
that makes no sense.
Easy now. It almost sounds like you're wanting to have that flipped into a compliment.
I'm just saying that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. But
so because I enjoy my life like that's bad.
Well, then those are just naysayers. You just got to avoid that. You do what you do. You have to be. Because if you change to doing that, well, there's other people that do that.
Well, I'd be bored.
There's other people that are super serious and try to sit on a pedestal and act like they know more than you do.
I would be boring. Like it would be. It would be. This thing is, in certain areas of your life, certain jobs, all these hats that I carry, there's moments where you need to be serious Tyvus. Where Tyvus needs to come in there and just be straight by the book. I have those moments.
I tell you what, that's a line from my father from childhood.
What?
A classic line. As classic as a Jeff Hall line would have ever gotten.
What?
And my sister and I would still joke and laugh about it today. There's a time to be serious. There's a time to have fun. That's the one. There is enough's enough. It ends now. And there's a time to be serious, and there's a time to have fun.
My thing is 90% of the time, it's not serious.
Exactly,
but
right?
That 10%, I'm locked in, and it's great.
I think most of the time, not all, the serious and the fun should kind of walk hand in hand, and have dip their toes into the same waters.
I agree.
Not saying 100%,
no.
but maybe I'm kind of more like where you were. It's almost all the time.
Coach Meyer taught us,
minus funerals, right?
You got to mess around.
We don't need to.
Coach Meyer.
But then again, if the person would have wanted you to celebrate the life and not just be super sad about everything, right?
That's true too. But you give people moments to mess around, and then when it's time to lock in, you lock in.
I don't want to do something in this first segment because we did the same thing yesterday, but we got on a good topical thing here. So the moment that Coach Day knew that they won the national title, close your ears for the rest of the segment, Bodie. But the moment, I want to know when it was for each of us first.
And then
Coach Day's, because I'm going to tell you what I think. It was after the Oregon game.
That's what you thought?
Yeah, it was.
Because it was you literally said it. You was like, they're going to win it.
I did. I said it in the post game after that on our network post game that and I said double-digit point victories all the way to the national championship. And I had to flip because I was not that way going into the tournament. Mm-hmm. But when they did what they did against Tennessee, it was one thing. When they followed it up against Oregon, I said, they're back.
That's when you knew?
It's the consistency now that you backed it up with another one against the best team in the country. In their part of the country.
I knew this team would win the national championship. Indiana game, right?
Wow.
Indiana game.
Are you?
No, listen. No,
really?
I'm going to be serious because I got it documented. I was texting Darren Lee.
I believe you.
I was texting Darren Lee and Josh Perry, and I kept saying, no, they're going to win it all. I'm telling you. And then they lost the team up north game. And then
any receipts of you bailing on that after?
I never bailed on it. Yeah. I just was hesitant because I was like, okay, I don't know how they're going to respond. I don't know. Once Tennessee,
we listen to Denzel Burke. They were yelling at each other.
That's what I'm saying.
Big time problems
that's what I'm saying.
Like
you don't know how that you got cut deep in that game. Like I don't know how y'all gonna bounce back. So once I seen Tennessee, I said, "Oh, it's back on."
I seen them too.
It's over, and it's funny because after Tennessee, the other Hall that I work with, Mike Hall, texted me after Tennessee, and he said, "Oh yeah, that team, they're winning it all."
Oh man, the better but higher pitched Hall.
He said, "Oh yeah, y'all are winning it all for sure."
Who's better, him or me?
You.
No, you can't say that.
Tim.
What if he hears that?
What about him?
Well, he's Mike Hall. He's on BTN. He's Dream Job. They tried.
So is Dave.
They tried. This is how long I've been working with Man and Bone since they've been doing their show, 13 years. When I first started, I was for 3 months their producer. When I first started.
You was producing.
And then to the turn of the year, and then I started doing Buckeye Show. I was Panama Ted when I first started. They tried to give me the nickname because everybody had nicknames that's on that side of the glass. They tried to give me dream job because of Mike Hall, Tim Hall. He was the dream job winner after our guy, Dave Holmes.
No,
amazing.
Mike Hall was first. Dave Holmes was second.
No, Dave.
No, I'm telling you.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Trust
you're
me.
right.
I know.
I admit. You're right. This was Ryan Day with Dom Tiberi last week, though, because he just said this again on Urban's podcast, but he had it with Dom when he knew they'd win the title.
And then in the Texas game, when that ball bounced up to Jack, at that moment, well, first off, not that moment because I kind of ran down, but then I looked back to see if there was any flags. At that moment, when I saw there was no flags, I said, we're going to win the national championship because that ball bounced our way. It bounced our way. There's been times where it hasn't bounced our way. It did. And if you keep swinging, if you keep fighting, and you keep getting those at-bats, that ball's going to bounce your way eventually. And then we left no doubt.
Still kind of wild for me to hear a head coach say that, knowing that there's a national championship game ahead of you against a very, very tough and formidable opponent.
We all
that
knew.
It went that way.
But everybody knew.
Yeah.
Bodie
You
knew.
got to believe.
Bodie knew.
Bodie
I
was...
definitely did not know.
Bodie
had
and
confidence.
Cole both knew.
I'm a believer
It was
in the
done.
Irish.
It was
Till the
done.
day I die.
Bodie believed.
I said if we played them 10 times, they might win 9. That was one of the 9, unfortunately.
This team. Tonight. Gotta have faith.
Unfortunately, boys, tonight. It's their night.
Unfortunately. Yep. But by the way, big game coming up for Buckeye men's basketball tomorrow, 6:30 against Northwestern. Someone made quite an impact on head basketball coach Jake Diebler as he opened his press conference today. Tell you about that next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
Tweet from a listener. Are you carrying the Buckeye game today? Considering we've never not carried one, yes. The answer is yes. The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Ohio has over 920,000 diabetics. If you are a diabetic, take a step in the right direction by having your feet checked routinely by a podiatric physician, the most qualified doctors to care for your feet. Adding a podiatrist to your healthcare team can help you better manage the effects of diabetes on your feet. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers, we're improving lives, we're reimagining healthcare.
Life is more fun with a pal. So is pizza. So check out Donato's new $5 Pizza Pals menu. Order any large pizza and add on your choice of a sub, salad, wings, a 10-inch pizza, and more for just $5. It's the new $5 Pizza Pals menu from Donato's. More toppings, more flavor, more fun. Donato's. Gotta love more.
We have a lot of football happening. I'm here to help. Set your radio preset to the Fan. Very good. Now set the second one to ESPN Columbus. It's the HD2 button. Lastly, go to the Fan's HD3 and save the Fan 3. Crisis averted. You're welcome.
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including all-wheel drive versions of the best-selling Corolla. Now through March 3rd, get low-rate financing on a Corolla or lease a gas-powered 25 Corolla LE for $229 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, Ohio State fan, are you ready for game day? Get hyped and get your crew going with the Buckeye Meal at BK. For $20, you'll get 1 juicy flame grilled Whopper sandwich, 1 original chicken sandwich, 2 mouthwatering cheeseburgers, 3 crispy golden small fries, and 3 refreshing small drinks. Grab your $20 Buckeye Meal today and share the taste of victory. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. Tax extra. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Giant Eagle is teaming up with Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola to give one lucky Buckeye fan a VIP basketball experience. Go to ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle to enter for a chance to win 4 tickets with parking to the March 4th home finale against Nebraska, a Buckeye prize pack, a $200 Giant Eagle gift card, and a trip to the head coach's radio show. Enter today at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle for a chance to win. Brought to you by Giant Eagle, Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola. Go Bucks!
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Fair skies, light winds, but cold on this Wednesday. Temperatures only in the low 20s. We'll see more clouds, scattered snow showers moving in overnight, and a winter weather advisory in effect through 11 o'clock on Thursday morning for between a ½ inch and an inch of snow. During the day on Thursday, it'll be breezy, mostly cloudy and colder with scattered snow showers, little if any additional accumulation, highs again in the low 20s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The home of Big Ten championships and future first rounders. You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
Timmy and Tyvis, all you fine Buckeye fans. We're going to talk some Buckeye basketball coming up here. I want to tell you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. When did you get your shot last, Tyvis?
Last Friday.
Last Friday.
Every Friday.
We need to go together and do like a shots and lunch.
You're all the way in Hilliard.
Well, you come down to my location, man.
You can come to Westerville.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go back and forthsies. I'll go there once. You come down there. Well, in addition to treating low testosterone, Tri-State Men's Health, they are experts at finding effective treatments for erectile dysfunction, the dreaded 2-letter acronym, ED. That's right. If you've got erectile dysfunction issues and you've been letting it go on for too long, maybe you're nervous about getting it treated, maybe you're a little bit embarrassed, well, you don't have to feel that way because they're going to make you comfortable in every way imaginable. The tone, the way they treat you, all that stuff, the treatment options that they'll have for you. They've got ones with success rates over 90%. The pills or herbals, those things fail. Their treatments can even have you lasting an hour or more. Just imagine that. And they've got wonderful locations all over Ohio. The 2 here in Central Ohio, Westerville and Hilliard, as we just said. That first initial visit is $99. You get the medical consult, the TMPSA test. If medically advised, you get the test dose. And if it doesn't work in the office, then that visit is free. It's like you almost wish that it won't work. But no, you want it to work. And they're going to get it to work. They will. They got an expert staff. If you're like a lot of men, you could be doing it the day after the appointment. 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com. Tyvis, in the next segment at 6:30, I'm excited. And just about 9 minutes from now. I said now twice.
Now.
I just said it about 9 minutes from now. Now. Matty Sly, Matt Sylvester, 20-year anniversary of him hitting that shot against Illinois.
Cash money.
He's going to come on and reminisce a little bit with us. And, they're doing a little T-shirt giveaway, although we don't think they're giving away enough free T-shirts for tomorrow night's game against
300?
Northwestern. Yeah, 300. We need to up that to like 3,000.
Will you get one?
I'm going to find my way to get one. It's a really cool shirt. I saw it posted on the Ohio State Hoops Twitter account.
How do you get one? Is it the first 300 people that show up?
It might even have said first 300 kids. I got to double check that.
So you got to take Jack.
I would have to take Jack, make sure he gets. But if they're not in adult sizes, then it's not like that's going to help.
Yeah.
But we need to talk to Homage because it's such a cool shirt and a cool shot to commemorate.
Is it on there?
Going into March at least.
Where did you see the shirt at?
Ohio State Hoops Twitter account.
I want to see it.
So that's where it is. But what are your feelings? I'm not worried. I'm not concerned at all about Northwestern. I know the team approach is going to be a little bit different than that and taking every opponent seriously, as it should be. I, however, believe that the team is going to do everything they got to do to comfortably handle Northwestern at home tomorrow night.
I think that after the loss that they had, I think that
got to be on edge.
You're going to get a response out of those guys. I think Bruce is still kicking himself, but the best way to get over things is to get back out there on that court. I think him and Micah Parrish both want to get back out there and make something out, because Micah Parrish shot horribly in that game, and he's coming off of a heater, and he just kind of didn't show up in that game. I also want to see the rebounding. I want to see how much of an emphasis that gets put into it, because I thought Sean Stewart did a really good job. Them 10 rebounds, he's carving out his role. Hey, nobody want to rebound? Guess what? I will. And that's going to keep him
10.
on.
The double figures.
I'll keep him on the floor. I also want to see how John Mobley Jr. responds, because I think he shot 5 for 14, where the games previous to that, he was very efficient.
I think he had 5 threes in each of the 2 previous games. And Micah Parrish has to lock back in.
I think the rivalry kind of got to them a little bit. And now that that's done, now let's just get back to playing basketball. Let's get back to sharpening our thing. But the rivalry just adds an extra intensity there.
How do you know if it's the rivalry or if it's just that you were due in the cycle to have an off game? Because that's a good team, is my point.
Yeah,
that's a really good team that might be chasing a 2 or a 3 seed when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
And it was another example of where this Ohio State team, where I know a lot of fans still have thoughts and could go either way about how good they are, but they continue, even in defeat, to be right there at the end of the game against some of the best teams in the nation. Yeah. Look at what Wisconsin's been doing.
Yeah,
they were on the road at the Kohl Center in a 2-point game with a chance to win at the end and kind of flubbed it there. But I know it was just a step in the growing process for these guys.
This basketball season been kind of weird because, it's literally on any given night, any team can really, get hot and win a game. And I think for this Buckeye team, what makes them, although they've lost some close games, what makes them so exciting is the fight. It's the fight of this team that, like I said, it don't matter what the score may be. They might be up 20, they might be down 20, but they will find a way to make this thing close in the end. And I think that that's exciting, for fans that, is this team going to win the championship? No, that's not the case. But as a fan base, off of what we've seen for the past 2 years, we just want to see a good game. We want to enjoy the game, be into it in the end.
Well, it's not just
like that.
Yeah, it's not just about enjoying a game. It's about enjoying the part of the season that we're in.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Correct.
It's about being able to enjoy mid-February and actually see life, because the reason they had to make a change last year is because you were throwing it all away in that chunk of the season. Now, they've stayed in the fight and they have avoided the horrific stretch. Even though they're a double-digit loss team, they haven't had just one, a super hot start where you're 12-2, and then you lose 9 out of 10 or 9 out of 11. They haven't done that.
I would say, it's been 2 times this season where they just got absolutely destroyed, which was Auburn and
Maryland. In Maryland, they came back and beat.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying.
Not those guys.
It's the fight of this team that makes it so exciting. That's why I think it's scary. It'd be kind of scary to go up against them, because you'll look at them and be like, oh, well, they don't rebound that much. We'll find a way to win this game. And then in the closing minutes, the thing about this team is that playing those close games actually makes them better, because when you go into these tournaments, all these games is going to come down to those defining moments. And if you do it, the more you've in that situation, the better you'll become because you've done it. Where other teams may not have been.
Yeah. Jake has said this a few times here lately about just having the right to play meaningful games later in the year.
Because we've done some really good things this year. Every game is really important, but that's kind of the approach. I don't think you can look too far. Not in this league.
Yeah, and even against Northwestern, right, where they should beat them, but they're not doing that. So at the beginning of his press conference today, I wasn't out there, but he had a press conference leading into this game to talk about Northwestern and just where things are in the season. Typical, 15, 20 minutes, like Ryan Day has his weekly press conference for a game week, and coaches versus cancer, right? What that's been for years and years and years. You know what the special thing they do for that, testing your college basketball knowledge here on the fly?
Oh, I didn't know this.
What do they do for coaches versus cancer? And they make a big thing of this. I think maybe ESPN is a partner, but it's shoes. It's Nike shoes.
Oh, man.
They decorate
They
shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Children that are going through some stuff, going through some health issues, they get to like decorate what I assume to be like the just pure white, maybe Air Force Ones or Jordans, like pure white Jordans.
Yeah.
And sadly, Jake Diebler, I'm glad he did it though. He started his press conference just paying his respects to the young girl that did his shoes, and she passed away recently. It was very, very sad. But Charlie Bauer, and he talked about just the connection, and really you could just see how impactful that was. Just getting to do that and getting to, speak to his mom and like share some videos back and forth, and it just hit him. Yeah. You could tell it hit him in a certain type of way, and I think in a noisy and busy basketball season where I'm sure Jake probably has a whole lot of thoughts about his own time commitments to his family, like having a lot of children, having a new baby, and then his team and for the fans and like trying to make this team as good as it can be. But that probably hit him in a different kind of way, like to just pause, and he said it, like pausing, reflecting for a little bit about that. But that was how he started the presser today.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry he had to even, deal with that.
I think that's what's good about what the Coaches versus Cancer initiative does, because it's a reminder to, like what Dick Vitale does for cancer research.
Yeah, pause basketball for a second and think about something bigger than basketball.
It's exactly what it was. That was nice. Hey, in just 2 minutes, a man who hit a shot so big it's going to live in eternity in Buckeye basketball lore. Matt Sylvester joins us to talk about that classic moment and some Buckeye ball in 2 minutes. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Life is more fun with a pal. So is pizza. So check out Donato's new $5 Pizza Pals menu. Order any large pizza and add on your choice of a sub, salad, wings, a 10-inch pizza, and more for just $5. It's the new $5 Pizza Pals menu from Donato's. More toppings, more flavor, more fun. Donato's. Gotta love more.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Congrats, Buckeyes. Cheers for the 2024 national champions. We know there's nothing like celebrating in Columbus. So wherever you choose to celebrate, choose chill. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
Let me introduce y'all to my canes. We got chicken fingers. They hit the spot, baby. Fries are golden crispy, Texas toast crunchy, and they cane sauce creamy rich. One love.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Scarlet and Gray 24/7, or however long the show is tonight. You're listening to the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Timmy Hall, Tyvis Powell, all you fine Buckeye fans. Before the end of the night, too, I'm also going to give away a pair of tickets. I'll have a pair.
You're a giving guy.
We got to give, man.
You are a man of the people.
We cannot see it go backwards here. I know none of us are expecting the crowd that we had on a Sunday at 1 o'clock against Michigan, right?
Yeah.
We get all that.
Yeah.
But, hey, when I look today, ESPN bracketology, 9 seed, okay?
Okay.
That's accounting for the Michigan loss. Still at a 9 seed. Safe from the last 4 in line, which I think having those losses that we've got is a good place with the right kind of wins.
Put us as a 10 seed.
Right now, today, ESPN Bracketology
did they say
was at a 9.
Did they say who we potentially be playing? Who be the 8?
Yes, they always have the bracket filled out.
Because it was.
It's a wild matchup. I will tell you that it's against one of the hottest coaches in college basketball, one of the most polarizing figures in college basketball. And of course, this is not going to happen. The matchup is not going to happen if it's an ESPN.
John's?
No, St. John's is no 8 seed right now. Those guys are hot.
I'm trying to think.
Like a 21-win team.
What conference?
Big East. I'm telling you, hottest coach in the game. Who's the best coach in the game? Who's won 2 straight national championships? Tyvus, Dan Hurley, UConn, Connecticut.
Yeah, I guess I would.
Connecticut. That's what it is.
Well, that's an interesting match. They're not the same UConn as they once were last year.
Okay.
But
you can't win a national championship every single year. College basketball isn't working like that right now.
Just saying, they're vulnerable.
Well, while Bodie is chasing down our guy, Matt Sylvester, maybe he got pulled into some kind of meeting here tonight. But I've got both pieces of audio because the CBS TV call is great, as is our radio call with Paul Keels. Which one do you want to hear first? From the famous shot that beat 29-0 Illinois back in March of 2005.
Mr. Paul Keels.
Mr. Paul Keels and Ron Stokes.
Aaron Williams is guarding Matt Sylvester, so watch that matchup.
Foster dials Fuchs Cheatham and Stockman to the other Buckeyes. 12 seconds left. Ohio State down 2, 64-62. Fuchs Cheatham dribbles top of the key. Pass Sylvester, right wing, shoots a 3. Bullseye! Matt Sylvester knocks it down with 5 seconds left. And Ohio State takes a timeout. 25 for Matt Sylvester from the right wing as he knocked down the biggest shot of his life. And Ohio State leads by 1, 65-64 with 5 seconds left, and Illinois got the ball.
Well, I said to watch him. I guess Illinois didn't do enough of it. Matt Sylvester, they just backed off of him just enough. He saw the opportunity. He capitalized it and nailed the shot from long range.
Oh, that's a great call. So get the setup there and the aftermath of Paul and Ron breaking it down. 5-year player at Ohio State. He never averaged 10 a game in any one of his seasons, but he was a big-time player. He was a 20 to 25 minute a night guy his last 2 years. A 5-year guy, I said, at Ohio State. And to go off and have a heater game like that against Illinois, 29-0. What a team. And that team, of course, rallied and went all the way to the national championship.
And lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And lost to Jacob Reimer's North Carolina Tar Heels.
I know.
Sean May and company.
Just sitting there somewhere smiling.
Man, Roy was there back then at UNC. Time flies, right?
He was around for a while.
And that wasn't even Bill Self's Illinois team. You know that? Bill was already at KU. I want to say that was year 1 or year 2 with Bruce Weber.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I guess
I'm sure because I was there. I was there at Kansas.
You 1,000% would know that.
And then for the TV call, it was our guy, Gus Johnson, college basketball, CBS Sports.
So here we go, 10 seconds to go. They need a 2 to tie, a 3 will win it. Sylvester, the 3! With 5.1 to go. Timeout, Illinois. Unbelievable. 65-64.
Woo! It's good. It's good. It hits. It hits. Oh, man. He's great, right? How can people not like Gus Johnson? I don't understand it. I really don't. I'm not with you.
They said that he lost his enthusiasm with the Buckeyes.
Okay, but that I get. But what I don't get is some people don't like that. Some people think, some people don't. Well, that style, like that Gus is too over the top. No, are you kidding me? For March Madness, it was the worst day in broadcasting is when we didn't have Gus Johnson calling any NCAA tournament games anymore. I don't know why. I would think that he could still do it. It maybe has to be a choice on him because
probably
the broadcasters double dipping now. they're doing that now more than ever. As far as like, I work for this network and have a non-compete, so I can't work here. You would think that there would be granted some kind of exception where if like I was because he's Fox now. So he's been Fox BTN for quite a while.
Yes.
But Bill Raftery, right? Who's on that call with him for that game. He's doing NCAA tournaments.
Maybe it's his choice.
He's on the Final Four team with Jim Nance.
Yeah, it's probably his choice.
Yeah, no.
You don't want to wear yourself out.
Yeah, it's really unbelievable. Bodie did okay. We'll have to be a little bit more brief here for getting him on, but here's our guy, Matt Sylvester, on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Matty Sly, love giving you your moment whenever we can. We got to get that NIL deal with Jack and Benny's striked up for you. 20 years. I don't know if you heard, we just played both the TV call and the radio call of your big moment. How you doing? Are you going to go to the game tomorrow night, or how are you going to watch the rest of this Buckeye season?
I'm doing great, Tim. Thanks for having me on, and really appreciate it. You know, I always know March is approaching when anyone wants to actually talk to me. And then when it's over, you know, I go back into obscurity for like 364 more days. But I really appreciate you guys having me on. Things are great. I got 3 little kiddos, 3 little boys, and they're getting to that fun kind of sports age. And yeah, man, things are going great. And I'm sorry for running late tonight.
Oh, no problem, man.
Have you seen the shirt? Because I just looked at it. It is fire. Can you get me one?
I'll see what I can do, Tyvis. I did see the shirt, and I thought it turned out really good, too. And a couple of my friends were teasing me because it's not available for sale, you know, probably because Homage knows that it wouldn't exactly be flying off the shelves. But and I keep telling my friends, I said, I know you've been waiting a really long time to wear a shirt with my face, but unfortunately it's not for sale. But yeah, man, it turned out pretty good. I'm excited to see it tomorrow.
Maybe we can get it on our fan website if it's not going to be put for sale there, and can do something with that image. It's great. But Matt, what is, when you're a part of a moment like that, it's with you forever, right? Can you describe that to us normal folks that never had a big athletic moment like that, beating a 29-0 team? And what I've always said, I think was sort of a Kickstarter for the Thad Matta era for Buckeye basketball, that team that season.
Yeah, you know, it's obviously, you know, one of my greatest sports memories of all time. And I was actually just the other day kind of thinking about it, and I have a handful of memories that are almost on the level of that one, you know. So I kind of sat back, and I never played professional basketball, but I kind of said to myself, man, for having just an amateur career, I was able to put together a couple pretty decent moments that go all the way even back to high school. Yeah. And obviously the Illinois game is you know, one that I'll never forget and cherish and take with me forever. But I'm with you, Tim. I really think that game kind of helped claw us back out of kind of the dungeon. You know, we had kind of a few ugly years there, and then Thad came in and kind of breathed new life into the program and made us believe. And I do think that game did help propel the program a little bit, and I know it's something that my teammates and myself are really proud of.
Yeah, you guys won a Big Ten championship the very next year, Matt. I mean, that's also got to be something from the team aspect, your last year there, that you got to be really proud of.
Yeah, that was special, you know, and then obviously on our way towards winning the Big Ten championship our senior year, Thad was on the recruiting trail. He was getting Greg and Mike and Daquan and all those guys. So yeah, I mean, we take a little bit of credit for laying a brick in the foundation of what was the Thad era, and obviously, you know, that just snowballed right into Sully and Kraft and Deshaun and Diebler, and I mean, just what unbelievable years those were to be a Buckeye basketball fan. And if I can say, I really believe that Jake's going to get it back to that place. I really do. I just think his passion and being an Ohio guy and having skin in the game and just being a young, energetic coach, I mean, I really think he's going to do great things. So I hope that people, you know, have a tiny bit of patience. I know these days sports are always, what have you done for me lately? But I think Jake's doing a great job, and I really think he's going to bring the program to new heights.
Well, let's stay right there with the program. When you look at this basketball team, you know, what's the one thing you think that's missing? Because they've battled in some games, they've been there in the end, but obviously they haven't been able to pull it out. What's one thing that you think, all right, if I was talking to them, this is the advice that I would critique and help them out?
You know, I think the one glaring thing, and it's I certainly won't be the first one to point it out, but just a little bit of the inside presence. You know, there's been a few games where they've been kind of beat up a little bit on the interior. But one thing I will say about this team is I think they're a bunch of fighters. I mean, I haven't seen one game where they just back down and they quit and they've been soft. I think they've really fought in every single game. They've had a couple that just slipped away from them, by a point here or there, and obviously they want those back. But they control their destiny, and getting a big win tomorrow would be a good step towards continuing to solidify that tournament resume.
So here we go, 10 seconds to go. They need a 2 to tie, a 3 will win it. Sylvester, the 3! Oh! With 5.1 to go! Timeout, Illinois! Unbelievable! 65-64!
Give you the Gus treatment on the way out, and hopefully free Jack and Benny's for life, Matt.
Let's go. Tim, you're the man. I appreciate it. Tyvis, take care, man. I appreciate you guys having me on.
See you later.
No doubt about it. Matty Sly, the great Matt Sylvester, one of the biggest shots in program history, 20-year anniversary, Sunday, March 6, 2005. Little special thing at the shot for 300 lucky ones. Yes! And then, Bill, the longer cut would have had Bill Raftery. Oh, the onions! Matty Sly onions! Get the puppies organized! All right. There might not be another Buckeye football player returning in 2025 than this guy, and we're going to hear from him next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
We have so many local shows, I can't fit them in a 10-second promo. So let's just say we're live and local all damn day. The Fan.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Bats are us when dreams sunk in. Bats are us. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel, plus low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 380-225-BATH. Bats are us when dreams sunk in. Bats are us.
Master Grillers Unite. The grilling season never ends at Billiards Plus. Come see their best-in-class grills for yourself and check out Central Ohio's largest selection of pool tables, game furniture, and shuffleboard. Family-owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including the best-selling Toyota Camry. It's all hybrid all the time with available all-wheel drive. Now through March 3rd, get 4.99 APR financing on Camry or lease a Camry LE from just $289 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing with approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint with their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind. It's a front row seat to the big game. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen, and so big you won't believe it. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint and the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Giant Eagle is teaming up with Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola to give one lucky Buckeye fan a VIP basketball experience. Go to ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle to enter for a chance to win 4 tickets with parking to the March 4th home finale against Nebraska, a Buckeye prize pack, a $200 Giant Eagle gift card, and a trip to the head coach's radio show. Enter today at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle for a chance to win. Brought to you by Giant Eagle, Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola. Go Bucks!
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining healthcare.
Common Man and T-Bone are known for many things. And while great radio ain't one of them, shoving food down their gullets is their specialty. Join Man and Bone for Fat Boy Food Tip.
Live at 3 or on the podcast.
Your home for fat. The Fan.
You hungry? You know you are. We got chicken fingers, crunchy. Fries are golden crispy, baby. Yo, don't forget about the cane sauce, baby. Ooh, it hits the spot. Hello.
At Twin Peaks, they're proud to offer an exclusive and extensive collection of some incredibly rare bourbons, whiskeys, and tequilas. Plus, check out their barrel selects that are handpicked by their team and bottled just for you. Supply is limited. Check with your favorite location to see what they're pouring. Cheers.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver, leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Just counting down the days to March Madness. Back to the Buckeye Show.
Timmy Hall, Tyvus Powell, the Boatman back there. Thank you, Matty Sly, Matt Sylvester, former Buckeye basketball player, for coming on. I will tell you this, I'll be damned if the Buckeye Show doesn't single-handedly fix all of the erectile dysfunction issues in this whole city of Columbus. Maybe in this whole great state of Ohio.
I agree.
For what our reach could be. But our friends at Tri-State Men's Health, they are looking to do just that too. They're coming up with such effective treatments for erectile dysfunction. They are trying to help all of the men out because ED, it can cause a lot of relationship issues. Men can often push their partners away if ED becomes too much of a problem. It can cause depression, arguments, breakups, even contribute to divorce. Why let it get to that? Just see Tri-State Men's Health. They've got treatments with success rates well over 90%, and some can have you lasting an hour or more. They've got an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of guys, like I always say, you could be doing it the day after your appointment. Dear God. They got the Westerville location, the Hilliard location, where you can give fish a high five if you go there. Lovely facilities. They're clean. They're welcoming. Great staff. Everybody's smiling and having a good time. Why wouldn't you be having a good time?
I mean, listen, you're getting your problems fixed.
It's going to work.
Oh, it's going to work.
It's going to work.
Oh, man.
Yes.
You're not going to know what hit her.
If it doesn't, right there in the office, first time, that visit's free. So that's good, too. So call them 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. Tell them about the podcast as well, Tyvus. If you miss anything, the interview with Matty Sly, us talking some Buckeye hoops against Northwestern, where can they get it?
Oh, you can get it wherever you get your podcast. Just search in The Buckeye Show, and you'll see Timmy Hall and his glasses. Is your glasses tinted on that picture?
Yeah. Probably.
You'll see Timmy Hall in his tinted glasses on the picture.
Their transitions.
Bodie will have it up there approximately 5 minutes after the show is done.
I'm such a huge dork. I've been on the transition lenses for a while now.
If I wore glasses, I would get transition.
Well, because
lenses.
I can't do contacts.
Why?
Because I don't see well enough out of them. I try getting the contacts for my prescription. My eyesight's that bad that contacts are not strong enough. They're too thin. Like, I need a thick lens.
Ain't that something, Tim?
Through.
She fell down a well. Her eyes went cross-eyed. She got kicked in the head by a mule. They went back straight.
I don't know. Yeah. See this right here? It ain't going to look right. So that's what I got to do. But, hey, let's talk some football here before the end, and one player in particular, because we can talk about the guys that we're most excited about for 2025. But when we're talking about things that we know, known commodities, I don't know, and you could have a good, long debate about this. Better football player, Jeremiah Smith, offense, different position, but these guys could battle a lot. Caleb Downs, safety, defense. Who's just a flat-out better football player. There's probably a lot of football people that would say, I get and appreciate how electrifying Jeremiah Smith is. Caleb Downs, maybe a couple notches up as a football player.
Yeah, I mean,
well-rounded.
He's a complete package. I mean, this is
He's
guy
everything.
that literally takes returns and wants to play running back.
Plays all over the field on defense.
Literally the smartest guy on the field every time, or even smarter than the coaches at times.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah, I think that when you talk about a complete football player, I mean, there's nothing he can't do. Like, I watched him last year just on the defensive side, and I'm just like, man.
I know.
Like, the stuff he doing, it took me till I was in the league for like 2 years to be able to do the stuff that he doing now.
And break that down. Like, just with him being able to be sort of a field general, it's almost like he's usually the Mike linebacker is that guy on defense, but Caleb Downs does seem to possess that ability to just know exactly what an offense is doing.
I wonder if he did wear the green dye on defense.
That's a good question.
Or was it Cody?
That is a good question.
It is.
I'm going to say it was Cody, though.
Probably.
Because Cody also a smart guy.
Yeah, you
leader,
usually
great
give it to
player.
the linebackers. But, no, just some of the things he was doing, like, you know, I watched him in, like, block destruction and things like that. Like, how he was able to get under blocks and still make open field tackles on guys, and how he uses his hands. I didn't start using my hands till I was in the league. And the funny thing is, the two coaches that preached on using your hands the most, Luke Fickell, Mike Vrabel, those two, literally, you got to use your hands. You got to use your hands. You got to use your hands. Because everybody else is just throw that shoulder in there. You know, when high school, you just throw a shoulder in there.
Yeah.
Everybody littler than you, boom. Yeah. It's like when you get to those good guys that, like, one of them receivers that, like, that got good hands can grab you, like, you got to use your hands to, like, not even let them get on you. Plus, especially a guy like me with long arms, like, you can't even grab me if my hands is extended. But I wasn't there yet. Like, it wasn't comfortable. Like, you think you got to run and throw your shoulder and be physical. Actually, you just put your hands out.
That's also physical, though.
Yeah, but I just didn't
more like grappling.
see it.
Yeah.
I didn't see it that way.
He runs the alley.
Oh, my goodness.
He runs the alley as good as any football player I've ever seen. I mean, my God. Does he cover ground and
he's a pretty
see
sure
ball
tackler.
carrier and break it up? This was him on that Field Yates Field Talk podcast. You might have heard some clips from this last week, but missed some things. This is on the players that he molded his game after. So who is he watching? Who is he learning from? This is Caleb Downs.
As a kid, I watched Minka Fitzpatrick a lot when he was at Alabama, and then when he first got in the league with the Dolphins, and then he went to Pittsburgh. Just watching his career and everything like that. I would now say probably just how I respect how Brian Branch plays right now. He's playing at an elite level with Detroit. So just those couple of guys that played really well. And then, like, older safeties that probably are, I don't know if people still watch. I still watch them, but Earl Thomas with the Seahawks, he was like watching him as a kid and then watching him now just on YouTube and everything. He was a ball player, and guys like Ed Reed, you don't even have to say their name. You know they're there.
You know, that's why he's as good as he is, because he's got some respect for the game and he studies and watches. He knows names. He's talking about, Alabama guys where he went. Sure enough, Minka, Brian Branch.
Yep.
And then a shout out Earl Thomas, Legion of Boom.
Shout out to E.
Going
man.
back, for him, going back a bit.
He's a different breed. He was one of those guys. He kind of reminds me a little bit of, like, his preparation is kind of like how Cody Simon was, how Caleb's preparation is, to where like you just watch film all day and, like, you just know where to be. You kind of know these quarterbacks' tendency and where they want to go with the ball, and you just jump it.
Well,
sometimes you be wrong. It's two left shoes, but if you make the play, ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait for him in 2025, because a lot of holes there, but you still got Jeremiah on offense, Caleb Downs on defense. It's a good start. It's a good start is what I would say. I would like to thank our sponsors of the Buckeye Show, Care Source, and our guys at Coors Light. And Tyvis, before we go, I can't do caller number 40. It's too big of a number. Why don't we just slice that off and say 4? Because we also can't do caller 0. So caller number 4, that's Maddie Sly's jersey number divided by 10. You can get a pair of tickets to see the Buckeyes and Northwestern. Hopefully you hear Bodie's voice. Good luck. 814-9710. That would be
614.
No.
821-9710, Tim.
821-9710. My bad. You got the right number now, so hopefully you get it. Inside Edge. A lot of hockey talk coming up here next on The Fan.
If you've recently seen a photo of an older Baker Mayfield fresh off a bender, it's just Bo Bishop. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
Hey, Ohio State fan, are you ready for game day? Get hyped and get your crew going with the Buckeye Meal at BK. For $20, you'll get one juicy flame grilled Whopper sandwich, one original chicken sandwich, 2 mouthwatering cheeseburgers, 3 crispy golden small fries, and 3 refreshing small drinks. Grab your $20 Buckeye Meal today and share the taste of victory. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. Tax extra. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including the best-selling RAV4. Now through March 3rd, you can get 4.99 APR financing on a new gas-powered 25 RAV4. Or lease a gas-powered 25 RAV4 LE for $339 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Congrats, Buckeyes. Cheers for the 2024 national champions. We know there's nothing like celebrating in Columbus. So wherever you choose to celebrate, choose chill. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. For over 3 decades, Cordell & Cordell has been on the front lines of family law. Divorce is more than just a legal process. It's a life-changing event that can impact your future, finances, and your relationship with your children. You've worked hard to build a life that you're proud of, and you deserve a legal partner who will work just as hard to protect it.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43.